Swiggy Exclusives presents Spotlight, a conversation with Swiggy's top restaurant partners and their secret recipe for success. Hosted by illustrious chef, fervent foodie, and inventor of the world famous Goila butter chicken, Saransh Goila, who is also renowned for being featured on MasterChef Australia. Watch him in conversation with our top partners.
At this very moment, I'm imagining a fragrant, piping hot, garma garam biryani that is being served to me in Kolkata. We're going to have a garma garam conversation with this exclusive Swiggy partner as to what's their recipe for success. I'm Saransh Goila and this is Swiggy Spotlight. We're talking to Asher today from Amenia, a restaurant that I've been to, many years back, and I have excellent memories of having that Avdi biryani there. I'm guessing that's the most popular version, right?
Yes.
So do you want to just quickly tell me, when did Amenia start? How did it start? And where is it today?
We have 7 outlets in the city.
That's amazing. And when Amenia started, what did people associate Amenia to?
It was started very long back, and it was a different look and feel altogether. So we started with the chefs from Lucknow initially, and we started with the authentic biryani. That's our main dish.
The Avdi.
Avdi biryani.
The Avdi biryani.
Avdi biryani. We change a few processes, and we have 3 kinds of biryani. One is the Avdi biryani. We have the Kolkata biryani, the regular one, which is widely available throughout the city.
Potatoes and the egg.
Yeah, and now through demand, we have added Hyderabadi also.
And so you serve all these 3 schools
Three
of
schools of
biryani.
Yes.
That's amazing. And which is your favorite?
Avdi,
Avdi.
no doubt.
And is that also people's favorite?
Yes, it's people's favorite also. Like especially when they want to order for parties, they go for that,
That's
not the regular
amazing.
one.
Who do you think has been your inspiration to grow Amenia from 1 restaurant to 7 restaurants today?
Well, I would say that tradition chose me. Tradition inspired me.
That's a very deep
Yeah.
kind of answer.
Yes.
That tradition chose you,
Yes.
and because it's a lineage, your grandfather
Yes.
started it. How has your journey been to make this brand from 1 to 7 restaurants today?
The journey has been great. It's been fantastic. We've been doing a lot of trials and errors in terms of food, in terms of packaging, in terms of ambience, and it's been great. I mean, the new development, what we are doing now, is with the packaging. I think we're going to be the first few players to shift to biodegradable packets.
Oh, that's amazing.
Packets, fork and spoons, disposable, and even the straws. We are working on that.
That's pretty cool. And I like the kind of vision you have, that you took a brand that has so much history connected to it, and then you're bringing in the new world, more sustainable approach to serving a dish that is popular across the country, in fact, biryani,
Yes.
to say so. If you had to pick up few other USP products or your favorite things that you feel people don't order enough from Amenia, what would those be?
We have 5 to 6 core dishes, which is there all the time. It was purely Avadi menu. Now we have added the Indian menu, the tikka butter masala, reshmi butter masala.
You mean dishes from the north, west
North,
frontier?
Yes. So we've added that. Before there were fewer kebabs, those Avadi types kebabs, like the pasanda kebabs, the kakori kebabs. But now we have the reshmi kebab, tikka kebab, another Indian style kebabs also.
That's amazing.
So it's changing. It's changing day to
And you
day.
expanded the menu.
Yes.
What is the toughest part of expansion when you're looking at expanding from 1 to 7 restaurants, trying to maintain authenticity of recipes, dishes? How do you manage that? How do you serve your biryani? Have you changed processes? Do you still stick to what it was? I would love to know that.
That's a good question. When you start from ground zero, you attain 0 to 10 in some time, 10 to 20 in some time also, and so forth, 20 to 30, 30 to 40. But when you want to attain that 90 to 100, that is the toughest part.
Amenia is a age-old brand. People know for it to be a certain way. but you are expanding. You're now at 7 restaurants. How do you get the balance?
I wouldn't say that they have changed completely. We retain the old traditional way of cooking, but in modern times, you have to take the modern processes also. But certain things we just keep it in house, we do not process them. Like, for instance, the spices, we strictly maintain a certain quality. We do our in house processing through some old processes. We seal them, make sure there's no air escaping, because
So
the
you
fragrance
still make your
loses.
own blends. You
Yes,
don't
we make our own
buy.
blends. We don't buy at all from the market. We also have our own in-house butchery, and we try to transport fresh meat as possible to the restaurants, because that's
That's
most
amazing.
important.
Also, because the nature of the meat changes as
Yes,
soon as you
yes, you're a
freeze
chef,
it.
so you would know what I'm getting to.
And I love the fact that how you're trying to get a fine balance between tradition and innovation,
Yes.
keeping it in sync with our times
Hmm.
and getting these two things together. What do you think is the main USP for Amenia?
The USP is the tradition, the
And
knowledge of the workers, the portion sizes, the pricing, and authenticity.
now, because we are talking so much about old world and new world, preserving old techniques, but yet serving them to the modern world, how do you think, and you run a restaurant, you run 7 restaurants now,
Yeah.
how do you think has the trend changed as far as delivery is concerned? Were you doing deliveries uh, back in the day? You have partnered with Swiggy.
Yes.
So I would like to understand how has it evolved and changed in Kolkata for Amenia?
We have our in-house delivery right from day one. We have a certain reach, but Swiggy's reach is beyond that. So it's great, And there are some like people who are unable to order out of our reach. That's where Swiggy comes in and plays an important role.
So when did you get onto the platform?
Right from the beginning, since Swiggy started.
That's amazing. And what kind of growth did you see in your delivery segment since you joined the platform?
The total delivery percentage we were doing was 20%, 25%. With Swiggy coming in, it started with 10%, 15, and now it goes up to 50% on the weekends also.
That's
Yeah.
you've seen exponential growth.
Exponential growth.
That's pretty cool. And when you talk about reach, um, do you feel that generally, on a whole, the delivery market has evolved in Kolkata?
It's double, triple fold, in fact, more than that, I see. Because now people are in a hurry, they don't have time. So, and with the Swiggy app, it's very convenient to order. I order also,
As a consumer as well,
as a
not only as a
consumer, yeah.
restaurateur.
Yeah. And the good feedback, what I've got from my customers through Swiggy is that food is on time.
That's like one key factor.
That's very important also.
So, we've been talking a lot about business, techniques, strategy, but I want to lighten the mood a little and take you through a quick rapid fire of sorts. Would you like that?
Sure.
It's going to be as spicy or flavorful as your biryani.
Great. I'm looking forward.
First branch,
New market,
first dish.
biryani,
Which is a better food city, Delhi, Mumbai, or Bangalore?
Bangalore,
Interesting. I would pick Delhi always. But what would you pick, delivery or dine-in?
dining.
If you weren't serving what you are serving presently with Amenia, which cuisine would you pick?
I love Thai cuisine.
Well, that's pretty cool. But no, that was fun,
Yeah.
rapid fire. But what I would like you to do is, and there's lots of learning to take from your journey. If you had to pick up 3 thoughts, Amenia is a growing brand, growing in the delivery segment as well. If you had to pick up 3 thoughts or tips that you would want to share with people out there, what would those be to make a successful brand?
What I learned was that any restaurateur, no matter what cuisine he's serving, most important is that the aftertaste effect in the consumer's mind has to be the same. Not the food taste, but in the mind.
It's very
So
interesting.
it's
So
it's
that's
a
one very interesting point that comes out of this, that in your head, the
Yes.
brand has to have the same recall value.
yes. Then what happens is, if the aftertaste effect is high, that means your recall value is high, and you want to go back back and back. So every restaurant has an aftertaste effect. Even on the roadside, if someone is selling tea, that has an aftertaste effect.
Yep.
You're having it in the open air.
Yeah.
If you're having in a cafe, then there's music, there's more vibrant colors, better ambience. So that's an aftertaste effect. A restaurant which has a very high aftertaste effect, so
Yeah.
it'll have repeating customers.
It's
So that's
amazing.
for the owner has to decide what is it. Consistency of food.
So
What you make today, it should be the same every day. I mean, it cannot be perfect, but it has to be, it cannot go down. Consistency is very important. And then, what I would say, customer experience,
feedback.
feedback, customer experience is also important.
That's amazing. So you got some 3 interesting thoughts out of your head, and I really like the first one where you shared saying that recall value
Yes.
of the brand in whichever moment or
Whichever moment. A restaurateur has to identify
that key.
that key element.
Exciting. But Asher, thank you so much for being here on Swiggy Spotlight. So it's been a very, very interesting chat with Asher from Amenia here. We've learned one thing for sure, that tradition can be kept alive even in today's time. And there is always space for some excellent tasting biryani. See you soon on another episode of Swiggy Spotlight.